guys, this is HTML course, okay? It's not IP address, but I'm just wanna show you guys a little bit how what happened when we go on we use the browser, okay? So I'm just giving you guys a little bit of knowledge there. So the main reason I put native student or the native speaker, because we have an ESR student, okay, and the native student, okay. So some of us English is not our first language, okay. So this is what I put. IP address stands for the Internet Protocol, okay. The ESR student, for the ESR student, this is how they respond. A letter IP address stands for, IP stands for the Internet Protocol, okay? So, when you see this protocol, this I'm gonna explain to you guys later on about this protocol, okay? Sometimes when you see they write like this, H, T, T, P, S, okay? The other one you're gonna see H, T, T, P, right? So, and then you're gonna see like this. Sorry for the writing. Let's say google.com, okay? Or google.com. You may say like, what the difference between, you see here there's an S, here no S. This one is a secure one, okay? When you go online, for example, you go to https and then www.facebook.com. This is the good one, okay? When you go to http/www.google.com, that's not the safety one, okay? It's not good. You have to go in the top one, okay? You have to go to the top one, okay? So this is a protocol. This we call this protocol. Protocol. Okay? Protocol. Protocol. So this one is a domain. It's a domain. It's a domain name. Okay, it's a domain name. Sorry, it's a domain name. Sometimes you're gonna see they put like this. They put something blah blah blah. And that when you see something like this, we call them in computer terminology, we call this folder. Directory. Okay, most of the time in the Unix we call directory. Okay, so we come here. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Internet Protocol. Okay, so I'm not gonna go much on detail on this one. I just want you guys to see, to take a note. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about this that much, but I want you guys just to see it, because we have something also called TCP. Okay, we have something also called UDP. But I'm not gonna talk about this, because most of the time TCP and IP goes together. Okay, it's like spoon and a fork. Okay, so you cannot drink a soup with a spoon. The fork. No, with spoon, right? So TCP and IP goes together most of the time. Okay. So I'm gonna explain about this on the other course, network TCP and IP course. Okay, or networking class. Okay. But I want you guys to see, to take a note here. You read here, you take a note, okay? We come here. In TCP and IP, we have a version, IP version 4 and IP version 6, okay? So the main reason I'm giving you guys this, because later on when we go on the computer, I'm gonna show you guys, okay? Because I want you guys to see, okay? So same thing here. Okay, and this is how I end up putting this for you guys to understand. An IP address is a software address, okay? It's not the hardware address, okay? So I put like this for you guys to understand, okay? Alright, we also have the IP address classes, but this part I'm not gonna talk about it because it's not really part of it, but I want you guys to see just a little review in case you go in college. Alright? That's what I end up putting like this. Okay? If you don't understand, it's okay for now. Alright? If you don't understand, it's okay. It's okay. So, alright? So, I'm gonna talk about this because you need to know this, okay? HTTP and HTTPS. This one is a secure one, okay? When you go online, you need this one, okay? When you go on a browser, you need to tap that one. If you go on, for example, Google, Facebook, you use this one for secure, not this one, okay? So that's what I put like this. FTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, okay? The main reason, that's why I end up putting like this, okay? The Hypertext Transfer Protocol is used to manage communication between the web browser and the web server, okay? Now, later on, you're gonna hear me talking about the public, you guys gonna hear me, I'm gonna explain more about the public key and the private key. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need to know this, okay? It's really important. That's why I end up putting like this for you guys to understand it, okay? In case you wanna take some note, okay? So, alright. It also has the port number, okay? That's what the FTTP and the FTTPS 40, okay? That when you go on a browser, you're gonna see, like I explained before, you're gonna see like this, okay? So oh, so in this case, you see this one I'm talking about? This is the one, the port number. This one, this is the one, the port number of it. Alright, that's the one I'm talking about. But when you go on a Google, you tap, or you go on a browser, you tap it, you're gonna see it. Okay? You're gonna see them right there. Alright? So you're gonna, if you have no knowledge on computer or TCP and IP, it's okay. But if you start the college, you are like you're in your first semester, okay? You're gonna learn about this. But I want you guys to know this because when you go on a browser, you tap the website. What's going on there? The address doesn't just, you don't just go straight to the what happening when you go, for example, www.google.com. Your message travel, but you need to know how they travel, okay? All those things I'm gonna explain to you guys on my TCP and IP course, okay? I have a lot of courses there I teach. I'm gonna teach you guys how HTTPS, IP address, TCP, UDP, DNS. I'm gonna teach you guys a lot of them. DHPC, I'm gonna teach you all of this. But for now, I want you guys to have an idea so far the public IP address, the private IP address. Because what happened, the IP address you have in your house, in your router, the one in your house you have a modem, right? You have a private address. Now, outside you also have the public address, the one it's the one that for example, let's say that I'm here in my house, I have the modem, right? I have the private address. right? So outside, I also have another public IP address there. But if you don't get it, it's okay. Don't panic. So in this case, I want you guys to know this. Okay, you need to know this. When you create the website, when you buy the domain name, okay, when you buy the domain name, you buy the web host, make sure you buy the protection for your web host. I'm telling you guys, you need to buy it. You need to have a full protection. Okay, when you decide to buy the domain name, when I say the domain name, for example, www, right, Canada.com or www.us.com. Okay, this is your domain name. This is your domain name, but you also need to have the web host where you're gonna put your HTML file there. Some people are gonna say HTML, you're gonna put your web page there. It's okay, but somebody who understands the computer well, they're not gonna say HTML. They're gonna say HTML file. Okay, they want to understand the computer well. So we have the public key and the private key. Okay, we have them. So this, the public key and the private key, I'm gonna explain to you guys later on about it. Why do we need them? Okay, if you understand this well, you must understand this. But in case you don't get it, it's okay. It's okay, because you are the beginner, right? It's okay. Now, you have a client computer in your place, in your house. We call that a client computer. So the client computer, like I put here, a client is a software that asks for receive a resource or service from a server. Okay, I'm going slowly for those who don't speak English that well. Okay, because what happened when I type something on Google, let's say I type www.facebook.com, it's gonna go on the server there. So I'm acting as a client computer. Okay. So for the device, you need to have when you decide to build a website, you need to have a computer. Okay. That's why I end up putting here devices. Okay, you need a Mac or desktop or a computer like Windows. You need a laptop, the tablet, mobile. But when you're designing a computer, when you're designing a website, you're gonna need some of them. I didn't put here, even Linux. I didn't put it. Okay, but you need a computer. Okay, so if you have a Mac, great. If you have a Windows, it's okay too. You know what I mean? So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about the HTML now. Okay, so the HTML. If you watch the other video, the part number 1, number 2, you're gonna understand this. Okay, don't watch this right away. No, watch the part number 1, part number 2, because I don't want to put a long video. It's gonna be too much. I don't want this. Okay, this one is just lecture, but when I go with you guys step by step, you're gonna understand. Okay, so when you create a web page, all right, you need to have a few stuff. You need a few stuff there. You need to have a browser, the code editor. You need to have a browser. Okay, you don't need a server. No. Okay, in this case, when you create a HTML, you have a HTML, and you want to create a web page, you have the HTML and the CSS. The only thing you need is a web browser. Okay, so that's why I end up putting like this. I don't want to read one by one, just you guys to take a note. Okay, so we come here. HTML started a long time. The story of HTML, if you take a look, is English guys. Is the one who come up with the idea. Okay, I mean the guy from England. I mean UK. Okay. So I put like this for you guys to get the note. So the browser. When you hear people say browser, web browser, it's the same thing with a browser. Okay, same thing, same thing. Web browser, I put like this for the E because I teach English classes and French. I teach a few courses. Okay, so when you hear somebody say web browser, it's one person. Okay, web browsers, this one at the end, it's a lot. I mean, sorry. When you hear somebody say web browser, it's one. Okay, web browsers, because the S at the end, it means a lot of them. Okay, so browser and web browser is the same thing. All right, it's the same thing. We come here. Okay, that's what I put here. For you to review the website online, you need to have a web browser. You need to have it. Okay, you have to have it. But we have a different type of browser. Okay, we have a different type. So way back in the day, around 1990, this is the web browser they have. All right, that this time I have no idea about computer, no knowledge. Okay, so we have this one. We also have Microsoft Internet Explorer. Okay, that time around 1990. Okay, so that's why I ended up putting like this for you guys to see it. All right, so to have a web browser in your computer, you have to download it. Some of them it's come together with it. They put it ready for you. Some of them you have to download it because we have a different type. Okay, you have to download it. That's why I end up putting like this. A web browser interpret the data so that a person can see pictures and graphic as well as word. Okay, so that's why I put like this for you to understand. But we have a different type of browser. Okay, so we have a different type. Okay, we have like a Microsoft Edge, we have a Firefox, we have a Google Chrome. This one is good. You really need this one. It's excellent. This one, excellent. You need it. Okay, this one, to be honest with you guys, a lot of people don't use it anymore. No, they don't use it. No, not a lot of people use it. No, this one, yeah, all right, excellent. In my opinion, my recommendation, this one is good. You need this one. Even this one, you need it too. But this one, you need it. You need this one. Okay. So for Mac user, when I say Mac user, it means that people who use the Mac computer. Okay. Yeah, they're the one who use a different one. Okay. So yeah. So that's why I end up putting like this. Where you guys can understand. Okay, I put like this for you guys to get a note. Okay, because I don't want to read them one by one. It's gonna take long. All right. Okay. So that's what I put. The web browser interprets the HTML and the CS code to create a web page. A web page that's. Oh, here I'm gonna fix it a little bit for you. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it a little bit. Second. Yeah. So I just put like this in case English is not your first language because I want you to understand. Okay. So the web browser interpret the HTML and the CSS and the CSS code, okay? But in case you don't get it, okay? In case you don't get it. Yeah, so you're gonna hear also URL, okay? In case you don't get it at the beginning, it's okay. When I go on website, I go on my computer, I show you guys, you gotta understand. But for now, I want you to have some, some type of picture in your brain to see what's going on. Even though you have no knowledge, it's okay. Don't panic. It's okay. Don't panic. At the beginning, myself, I didn't have a lot of knowledge. But this one I'm talking about, this, okay, I'm gonna show you guys on a browser how it works, okay? But in case you don't get it, it's okay. Don't panic here. So when you start create a web page or the website, you see this is really important, okay? And then when like on when you create like some document Microsoft Word, okay, like sometimes you're gonna see like a doc they put like this Microsoft Word. In this case, when you create a web page, we use extension HTML. Okay, make sure you do like this. Okay, you name it like that. So this is what I was saying later on, or my when you watch the other video, I was talking about this. A few minutes ago, I was also talking about this. Okay. This is what I was saying. HTTP, we call this protocol. www.itpnd.com, it's a domain name. And then slash, when you see like this, is a directory. Okay? It's a directory. This is also a directory. Okay? Now, because you don't have that much knowledge, it's okay. It's okay. Now you're gonna hear I was saying something about DNS. DNS translate this name to IP address. You understand? That's why I was trying to give you guys a little bit about DNS, to explain to you guys a little bit about DNS, okay? But in this case, the domain name. Like I said, this is the domain name. Okay? That's the one. That's what I put here for you guys to understand. For example, in this case, I have a domain name. I also have the web host. Okay? So sometimes you're gonna see when you go online, you're gonna see the whole you're gonna see on the browsers where for example www.facebook.com, www.facebook whatever website, they put this at the end. Okay? And then sometimes you're gonna see they put this one. Sometimes you're gonna see this one. That's why I put like this for you guys to understand. Most of the time, this is an organization, okay? And then this one, most of the time, it's university, all right? This one is US. This one is a military one. This one is the government. This one is university. This one is organization, okay? That's why I end up putting like this for you guys to see, okay? Same thing. For UK is this one. For Germany is this. For Australia is this one. For Canada, this one. For example, if I put www.canada.com, okay? This is the one I'm talking about. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay? That's the one I'm talking about. Sometimes www France in French, for France they use this one. In Canada, we use this one, okay? So that's why I end up putting the country code and the domain name, okay? So, yep. In case of in case of UK, United Kingdom, that's what I put this. In case of Germany, that's what I end up putting this, okay? In case of Australia, that's what I put this. In case of Canada, that's what I put this. In case of France, that's what I put this, okay? For you guys to understand, alright? We come here. Now, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the HTML, the story of HTML, okay? But I'm gonna stop here for today, and then the other part of it, you guys can watch it again, okay? Because I don't want to spend so much, I don't want to spend a lot of time on one part, like more than half an hour. It's not good. Okay, so I'm gonna go step by step, that way you guys understand. But for today, I'm gonna stop here. So thank you so much.